Welcome to another episode of
The Epic Family Road Trip.
Good morning. We are back on the trail. We had an excellent night's sleep here, very quiet in the canyon. The wind died down last night as we predicted, and yeah, everyone slept really well. We are in a gorgeous canyon. We've now climbed up to snow level, so we're hitting little patches of snow here and there, which is kind of cool.
You guys know I have been looking for elk antlers. It is my dream and passion to one day find one. And then Kevin is filming. He looks down at his knee or something. Look what he found.
Nothing to write home about, but you know, it's an elk antler.
Who cares? It's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Does it smell good? You want it? Yeah. That's perfect for you.
It finally got warm enough that we could get more water.
It's not frozen?
It's not frozen anymore.
Alright, so when I'm pulling the turtleback trailer, how is it tracking me? Or like how do I know to...
The nice thing about the turtleback is that it'll track directly behind you.
Oh, okay.
So, and it's not wider than the vehicle.
Oh, wow.
So no matter where you go, it's gonna go right behind you.
I like it.
So you don't have to overthink it. That's a nice thing.
Okay, so I can sit back and relax and
you
not
can.
like this.
And you don't have to watch your mirrors the whole time either. So the only thing is you have to, because sometimes I'll forget that she's back there.
Right.
And so I'll be like, oh, I'm over an obstacle now. Not quite yet.
Oh yeah, the trailer.
Yeah, there's one more set of wheels behind you. But otherwise it's easy peasy.
It is still early in the season, and the only way we will know if the snowpack is melted enough is to get up there and see for ourselves.
You doing way up there, boy?
Better shot.
recently put on a set of some General Tire Grabber X3s, and we are giving them a good baptism here in the desert. They've been going through some dusty sand, some mud, and now we're getting into a bunch of snow. So it's great seeing what they can do. And they've been holding up really well so far.
Alright, so we have got higher and higher in the elevation and the snow's getting deeper and deeper. We're not stuck, but we're just kind of sitting there before we ram our way through this drift. Kevin's gone ahead and it looks like a real steep incline for the rest of this canyon, and it's covered in snow. So we're just kind of scouting ahead, seeing how deep it is and whether we want to end up winching out of here. But yeah, it's reminding us of last year in the mountains. The snow is not as deep, thankfully, but it's the same kind of crystally melting spring snow. So yeah, we'll let you know. You'll see shortly what we decide. It's either turn around somewhere and head back down the canyon, or we just keep pushing our way out of here.
You can't do it?
Yeah, I'm up to my knees in the middle of the road now. I don't think this is gonna work.
Okay. I guess we'll back up to a good spot to turn around then.
Yeah, as much as I'd like to give it a go, I don't think this is gonna happen.
Okay, it's probably a good call.
In some places twice as deep as what we were driving through right there, and it was on an incline, I don't know, maybe 8-10 degrees, and it seemed to get steeper as it went on up, and on top of that it became more of a shelf road. So if you got in a slippery situation, it was just adding too many factors. Well, the other thing is, you guys came down here to see the desert, not more snow. So let's head to warmer pastures, right?
Are we only half alive? Embers drifting in the night, looking, wandering all the time. We see the kingdom. This is not my home. This skin and bone. The daylight will reconcile the dead and the gone. Let the kingdom come.
Alright, that canyon was absolutely stunning. We went as high as we could and then hit snow, so turned around, and now we're back on some pavement, and we're heading to a place called the San Rafael Swell. It should be swell over there. It should be pretty epic, and we're gonna take you with us.
Been on the road, but we don't face these hills alone. Rising from these broken stones, we see the kingdom.
Alright, we're here at what's called the Wedge Overlook. It is a gorgeous canyon. That section they call the mini Grand Canyon. It's so reminiscent from our hike down the Grand Canyon, the South Kaibab Trail, right down to the bottom. And there's a river down at the bottom of this one, so we're just really enjoying this place. The scenery out here in Utah is incredible, and it's changed so much from where we were this morning in a deep canyon. Now we're overlooking a canyon. It's quite a nice change. I think there's some camp spots along this ridge, so we're going to go in and find something sheltered from the wind and set up camp.
going for a run with my weighted vest. I meant to do it this morning and didn't get a chance, so I'm gonna do it before we go to bed. Beauty.
So we made it to camp and the troops are hungry. So I was hoping to make some ribs over the fire like I did for you guys when we were on Vancouver Island, but it's just way too windy and it's just not good to do a fire in the desert. So I'm gonna be doing it on the stovetop. It will take about probably 2.5 to 3 hours, so I better get on it. I'm just gonna be doing the potato salad, some beans, and some ribs. So let's get cooking. Not a bad kitchen view though. Check this out.
As Mom finished dinner, the cold northern wind began to intensify, and we all decided to hunker down in our tents, saving her delicious dinner for tomorrow. Overnight, the wind subsided, and we woke up to a glorious sunrise, revealing the grandeur of the canyon below us.
Smells good.
Very good.
Come to find out here on the road, so many men with talent, only few have the soul. As I'm looking at,
So we camped on the edge of this canyon and we're now at the overlook of what they call the Little Grand Canyon in the background, and it looks very much like the Grand Canyon. Absolutely beautiful, and at the bottom is the San Rafael River just kind of meandering through, carving this canyon over the many years. They say when the snow melts in May, that river swells to at least 4 times its size, and you can actually raft from one end to the other. We might come back one day and try that.
Different than the ones who are running all of this. Well, I'm just searching for a peace of mind. And I'm just a traveler passing through for time.
After leaving the canyon, we stopped for lunch down the trail.
Now are the parts of experiments. Some have faith, some have flown. Well, I know that I'm more than my failures and trials.
Mom made this meal yesterday, but it got pretty late by the time it was finished, so we just kind of snacked on it, but we reheated it now and it makes a perfect lunch.
Maybe I'm no better than the man.
So just walking along, and it was laying on the ground pretty as a picture, just like that. Look at the color in it too, it's so pretty. First arrowhead ever.
And we were just talking about it over lunch.
I know, we were like, okay, so my wish list is a shark tooth, an arrowhead, and an old coin. So I just found one of those.
And that's a super nice one. Wow.
I have an old coin.
Look at that
I
thing.
know, but I want to find one out here. I want a gold coin that some cowboy dropped out of his pocket.
Just a perfect specimen.
Found me some petrified wood.
That's awesome.
It's my first find.
Those
Usually it's Kevin. I was like, hey, what's this? And he's like, that's petrified wood. I was like, oh, I thought it was just a rock.
All right, so I went searching, and I think I found either a piece of an arrowhead or it was a chipped off chunk. You can see a bevel where it's actually been shaped. That's a hunk of flint. Maybe a small game or a bird arrow. Anyway, I like it. It's a nice little piece.
And in the meantime,
We'll see you down the road.
Thank you, Kevin, Sarah, and Caroline, for showing us around your beautiful backyard in Utah. If you weren't already following Lifestyle Overland on YouTube, we highly recommend that you do. Our families have become good friends over the years, and we look forward to the next time we can hit the trails together. In the meantime, we are hitting the trails south to continue our desert series in the backcountry of southern Utah.